guys, it's Erica, and today we are doing a plan with me for the week of Valentine's week. It is going to be a pre-plan similar to what I did last week, where I will fill it out at the end of the week and post pictures on Instagram. But for now, we're just going to put down like the skeleton, and we are using a kit from Paper and Gumption. And if you're wondering why there's stickers missing, it's because I bought the full kit, but I really only used 2.5 pages of it. So what I did was the extra half page I had, I put in an additional set of the full boxes down here, which I used in my personal planner, which is why we're missing a few stickers. And then this page I also modified. It normally has the washi strips here, but instead of printing the headers page that has all the headers and little things, I just omitted that page, took the glitter headers and put it here where the washi was. So essentially I just took a printable, modified it to what I wanted it to be, and then printed everything that I thought I needed. I still will have a crazy excess amount of stickers, but I think it'll be okay. It's essentially like my own DIY mini kit. I prefer to buy a full kit and then just do some edits to the kit, and then just print whatever I want or whatever I need. I can do a tutorial on how to do that on my kits or like another person's printable kits. If you guys want to see that, let me know if you want to see a tutorial on how to modify printable kits so that you can customize them, because like I said, this actually had heart checklist down here, but since I've been using the flags and doing more white space planning, I decided to just make a second set of the full boxes, and I use those in my personal planner for this week. So I was really bad and was really sick last week, so I didn't plan at all last week in my personal. Like, I didn't even touch this thing. Like, this thing like went dead. But I figured since I was already printing these and I had an extra half page because I had removed so much stuff, I was like, you know what, I'll print myself a second set of full boxes. So I put the full boxes, one of the habit trackers in here, and then the little heart checklist flags that they had on the little functional page. So then I just used them double in this guy. So you guys will see pictures of that on Instagram, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and get started with putting down some stickers. First of all, as usual, I'm going to take the pages out because it's much easier. Oh, let me show you last week really fast. I obviously completed last week. This is what it looks like with pen to paper. As far as other stickers, so this was the mini kit of the sweet gifts from my shop. Everything on here is from my shop except for that. That's Once More with Love. Most of these stickers are from the kit with the exception of that and that. Those are just like regular shop stuff. RaspberylDesigns, WilaWaloCo. Oh my gosh, my brain is just not connecting with me. TheCoffeeMonsterzCo, AriasDaydream. So those are the other shops in here. I also tag them on Instagram, so if you ever want to see them, Instagram is a good place to get all the tagged shops, and then it'll also, you know, if you click on the tag, it'll take you to their Instagram, and then you can go to their shops. I find that that's like the easiest to get to shops if you want to check stuff out. It's by looking at tags on Instagram. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Whew, I am out of breath, guys. Okay, so last week I did a terrible job of planning. As you guys saw, I didn't touch my personal planner because I was very sick last week. Like, I ended up going to urgent care. You know what, I normally do like color blocking, but I'm not going to today. I'm gonna go straight across with the glitter headers. I'm feeling feisty. Anyway, I got really sick last week, and I actually tried to call my primary care physician, and he was like, "You pregnant? No, go to your obstetrician. Once you become preggers," he's like, "You are no longer under my care. You are now under the care of your obstetrician." And I was like, okay, not a problem. Called my obstetrician. I told them my symptoms, and they were like, "Do not come here. It sounds like you might have the flu, And the last thing we want is for you to get other pregnant women sick and give them the flu. And I was like, that sucks, but at the same time, like, I totally understand being a pregnant person. I would hate to go to my doctor's office for a regular checkup and then, like, contract the flu. Like, I would be real pissed off about that. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be mad at you for that. That's totally understandable. But then at that point, I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, where am I gonna go now? So they were like, go to the emergency room. Well, actually, they were like, are you 20 weeks? And I was like, no, I'm just shy of 19 weeks. And they were like, okay, if you are 20 weeks, we tell you to go straight to the emergency room. Don't go to urgent care. Because I guess if you're 20 weeks pregnant and you have the flu, like, it could be serious for baby bear. So they were like, okay, well, you're not quite there yet, so go ahead and go to urgent care, which is much cheaper than going to the emergency room, insurance-wise. Where is my slice tool? There it is. So I was like, okay. So I, like, asked all my friends on Facebook, I'm like, where can I go that's really awesome, that's not going to be gross, it's going to be really quick. And they all sent me to a really, really awesome urgent care. They were really quick, they were super sweet, really helpful, and they didn't even charge me like an urgent care visit. Like, they just charged me like a regular doctor's visit, which I was so shocked by, because usually, like, with insurance, if you go to the emergency room, like, some places it's like minimum $200 or like minimum what am I gonna say? Jeez, what am I thinking? Minimum $200 or minimum $500 depending on your insurance. I just realized I really want to use this double box, but it's like double tall. Okay, I am not gonna use the double box. I really wanted to, but it's extra tall and it's gonna take up a lot of space. If I didn't use the washi, I would totally use it, but not today. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use this gold washi. And I just realized there was a washi strip for the bottom that I missed, and I'm gonna go ahead and add it. I really like adding these little accents. So yeah, that being said, they didn't charge me like the crazy, normally urgent care, depending on your insurance, it could just be like a $50 copay or like a $100 copay. Like, urgent cares tend to be much cheaper than emergency room visits. And sometimes they're just like a regular doctor's visit. Like, my doctor visit copay, I think, is like $30. Like, no offense to my husband's company, but his insurance is not that great. My company used to have amazing insurance, and then they like turned to poop. And then when I went on personal leave, I had to switch to my husband's insurance anyway. Why is this not cutting? There you go. So we just kind of stuck with it, even though I went back to work. I'm just gonna take these off of here. I'm not gonna use them for anything. So I was just like, we're just gonna stick with your insurance, because quite frankly, we didn't really want to go through the hassle of changing insurances again, because it's kind of a pain to constantly switch insurance, especially like if you're seeing the doctor and you're like, oh, did your insurance change again? Yes, you have to do all your paperwork again. It would be my husband's doctor, his physical therapist, his surgeon, because he had shoulder surgery, and it would be like myself, my obstetrician, my primary, and then my daughter's doctor. So it was just like, oh, let's just stick with one. It's not that much more expensive than what my company was offering at the time. So I was like, we're just gonna stick with it. But with my company, we have a co-insurance versus a co-pay. So you just pay it like your percentage, which I think is like 10 or 20% depending on what you're doing and who you went to. But with his insurance, it's just like a flat like $30 every time. So I didn't know what the copay was for urgent care. I know on our card it says like emergency room is like $200. Like, regardless of what the ER is going to actually charge you, because you will get a bill after, I promise, you will get a bill. The actual copay is like right up front, is like $200. So we were like not doing the emergency room. We did end up paying only $30, which to me was like a freaking win, because I was afraid we were gonna end up having to pay like something outrageous. I really was. I honestly had no idea what to expect, because I'd never had to go to urgent care before. But I was like terrified. I was like actually angry that I had to go to urgent care for a cold, because I was like, I don't think I have the flu. I really honestly truly don't think I have the flu. I really think I just have a bad cold. And they were like, we understand, but we have to be like extra careful, so you just have to suck it up. And I was like, no, are you serious? And I didn't want to have to wait in line. I just wanted to have an appointment, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I just made it like so much more of a big deal than it needed to be, but I was legit panicking. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, so went to urgent care, ear infection, severe cold, no flu, thank goodness, because I did get the flu shot. And I was like, no flipping way I'm gonna get the flu. Like, I got a flu shot, and I like, for years, I did not get the flu shot. Then when I got pregnant with Gabriella, they were like, you have to have a flu shot. They were like, no questions, you must get the flu shot. And I was like, you guys suck. But ever since then, I've always gotten the flu shot. So this is my 3rd year in a row I've gotten the flu shot. And when I got sick, I was like, there is no freaking way I have the flu. Like, there's no way. I got the flu shot so early. I got it as early as you could possibly get the flu shot. Like, the week it was offered for the first time, I got the flu shot. I'm like, not gonna get sick. It's not gonna happen. So I was glad to say that, you know, the flu is like super out there. Like, it's everywhere. It's really bad. Like, a lot of people that I know got the flu, and I'm just so grateful that I did not get the flu. And then my daughter didn't get the flu because she got sick too, and she got tested like the week before, and she didn't have the flu. So that was another reason why I didn't think I had the flu. But the only reason why they thought I did was because I was having body aches and I was having chills, but I had no fever. So I'm like, I'm fine, guys, we're good. And they're like, no, you're not fine. You're not good. Go to the hospital. I'm like, no. Anyway, long story short, I'm okay. I'm feeling much better now. That was like the longest flu story ever. And it was like not even a useful story. But I mean, do you guys have like anybody else understand that struggle? I feel like it's like a pregnant person struggle. Like, people who aren't pregnant don't understand the struggle of being pregnant. Like, you get treated so different than everyone else when you're pregnant, because like, you're so much more susceptible to diseases, and your immune system is lower than normal because your body is like building a baby. That is not straight. And so, you know, everything's so much different. And you can't take as many medications as like the normal person. So when you are sick, like in my case, there really wasn't much I could do other than take like Dayquil and antibiotics. They gave me amoxicillin for my ear infection. And it's just really sad because there's a lot you can't do when you're pregnant, and there's really not a lot that you can do to change it either. So it's just sad. Anyway, so I alternated my full boxes, which you probably can tell. And then I obviously alternated my checklists. And then now I'm just putting down my glitter headers. I'm not going to use a checklist for the weekend because we're really not doing much on the weekend. We have Mass on Sunday, so I'm going to use a blue box for Sunday. I just want to be real different. And then we actually have a party at our friend's house on Saturday. So this has yellow, and there's a lot of pink. Let's do like this coffee-ish colored box. And I'm just gonna line it up along the bottom. I don't know what it is, but I don't like putting like half boxes and quarter boxes right up against the glitter header. It's like a weird thing of mine, so I'm just gonna put it there. So that's what I'm gonna do for the weekend. Monday, I worked. Tuesday I worked. Wednesday I worked. One day I actually worked really late because I was essentially making up for work. Sorry guys, I had to swap out my battery. It just died. And I just realized I'm missing my other battery. I have 3 batteries. One of them was charged in the drawer. The other one is missing, and then there was the one that just died. So now I gotta go find that. My office is a mess. Oh, I found it. Found it. Cool. Okay, anyway. So let's go ahead and do stickers for the week. So yesterday was Ash Wednesday, so we had Mass at 7 p.m. It's also a day of fasting, and it was Valentine's Day. So I'm going to put that for Mass. Then I'm going to do a florally box to mark like dinner with my husband, because that's really all we did. We just had dinner at home, and since it was a day of fasting and abstinence, it meant seafood, no meat, and no eating throughout the day. So we did do dinner together as a family. We had shrimp scampi and mac and cheese, because we needed something quick that I could cook really, really fast, that was seafood based, and would get done in time for church, because we did have church. And then Monday I worked a ton, and I worked a ton, and let's see, I'm gonna figure out what stickers I want to use. Monday I worked a really long day at work because I was making up for last week. So I'm gonna mark that with a coffee cup and a deco sticker. And then, so I didn't do a ton of things, I just did that. Then my husband had his men's group meeting that night. So I'm gonna use this blue appointment label to mark that. Then, we just had leftovers that day. I didn't really do much then. And then Tuesday, oh, okay, so I actually ordered a Foxy Fix from Buy Sell Trade on Monday, and I do want to mark that. And sad story, I'm gonna mark it with a heart because at the time it was really exciting, but I just got it this morning. It's Thursday, and it was the wrong size. It was advertised as a wide, and it was a wide old Foxy Fix, which is 4-strand, 1.25 inches. The new ones are now 1.5 inches, 6-strand, and I didn't think about it at the time when I saw the title said wide, but it meant wide like last year's model wide, which was a huge deal for me because I needed a wide. But I did order my very first Foxy Fix directly from Foxy Fix yesterday, because, well, actually the first one I ever ordered was a B5 coconut, but it was a July special. It wasn't really customized other than it had a G on it. I sold it, but I did order a custom Lush Ballerina #1 wide. I'm gonna turn it into pocket rings. I bought some rings on Etsy, so I'm gonna take some rings and install it into the #1 and turn it into a hybrid ring traveler's notebook. So I'm excited about that. So I did really want to mark that as well. That was a huge deal. And I'm gonna put the wallet on it with the money because that's expensive. And then I worked from home that day because my husband had to take Leela, our pug, to get some blood work done. If you didn't know, she was having liver problems for a little bit there, and we were worried her gallbladder was gonna burst because she had like sludge in her gallbladder, and she got really, really sick. So she's been on a lot of medication for about like 4 or 5 weeks now. So then she just did her follow-up blood test. I think she's like normal now, hopefully. So that is gonna mark her appointment. And then I worked from home that day, which I can just mark. I'm gonna use a blue one. I'm gonna mark that up here. I'll just write worked from home. I did upload and edit my haul that day as well. I'll put that there. Upload and edit. And then if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. It's up there. Obviously, I'll link it down below if I remember. And then I made spaghetti that night. And trying to figure out what I want to put here. I don't want to leave this blank. I did have a massive Publix run. Like Gabby and I went to Publix. Maybe I'll just do like a grocery sticker and just maybe one of these cute little flags. So we'll do a grocery sticker and we'll do the yellow flag. Yellow flag and the grocery sticker. That was a major Publix run. Okay, today I'm working from home again. And that is because I was an idiot and I forgot to take my medicine last night. And so I woke up super nauseous because I do have to take nausea medication. I get severe morning sickness. And so if I don't take my medication, I am like dead for the day. But luckily, as soon as I woke up, I remembered I took my medication really late this morning. The problem is it makes me super crazy tired. So I took it, almost threw up, helped get Gabby ready for school. Tino took her to school and I proceeded to pass out while he took her to school. And then I got up at like, I don't know, 12:30 p.m. So then at that point I'm like, well, work's probably thinking I'm dead. And so I'm just gonna like, you know, hang out at home, film, do a little bit of work from home, and call it a day. And I do still have a headache. That's the downside. Like I still feel kind of crappy. Like even though I did take the medicine, it does help. Like I'm not vomiting right now, but I sure as heck am feeling real tired. I'm dizzy and headachy. These little date numbers are real tiny. I mean, they're perfect because they fit in the boxes, but they're kind of hard to handle if you're not using tweezers. That's okay. Almost forgot that they came with date covers. Yay! And then, so today, I just printed a bunch of inserts I filmed. So I guess I could mark filming, but there isn't really a filming sticker on here. I could use a camera. I'll use the camera and we'll mark this as filming. And then hopefully I'll also edit and upload this today so it doesn't go up too late. And if I have time, I might film my haul today. I don't think I do though, because I do actually need to do like work for work. So that might not happen, but at least I did that. I printed a bunch of inserts because I was trying to put together an A6 and then I realized I didn't have the right size A6, so then I'm returning that guy and I'm contemplating ordering a new A6 from Foxy Fix versus buying it on Buy Sell Trade. So we shall see. Okay, I think that is it. People from work are pinging me. You can probably hear it in the background. So I'm gonna go ahead and do work and stop taking my little planner break. But this is it for this week. As usual, I will put the final spread up on Instagram. So make sure to go follow me at Erica G Designs. And that's where this will be for Valentine's Day. And then next week I'm gonna do a Sweet Ava's paper, and then the following week I'm gonna do paper and crown. So I already have my weeks planned out for the rest of February. Yeah, the paper and crown is, I think, has a lot of like pastel colors, so I think it'll transition okay into March. And then March, we'll start getting into spring kits. And I will actually use my photo kit that I did a mock spread on. If you haven't seen it on Instagram, make sure to go check it out. It is another photo kit. It is, I do all my mock spreads in my Erin Condren. It's this guy. It's so beautiful. So I will actually reuse this kit in my A5 in March because it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the florals. I love the green. It's very springy. It's called Garden Party because it made me think of this little like wine and tea party at the garden. So anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. I know I mostly talked about being sick and not really about planning, but I just felt really chatty because I've been really sick and I just wanted to chat. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys like these more chatty, like talk about life kind of things, talk about my daughter, I could do that. If you prefer me like stick to the topic of like what I'm doing in my planning, then I can do that as well. Just let me know down below. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!